What's up, you guys? Happy 2019. Today's makeup look, I am going to be doing this glitter situation happening right here. It's very festive, very New Year's, if I do say so myself. While I put this on, I'm gonna get ready with y'all with a New Year's resolutions and whatnot, and talk about the New Year, things that I want to see, things that I want to change in myself. So yeah, grab some Cheez-Its, maybe some fruit snacks, and let's get glittery. For this look, I'm popping in these contact lenses. You know them well, they're one of my favorite contact lenses. I wear them all the time. Okay, so it's New Year's, right? And you always hear people say the same exact stuff, where it's like, 2018 has been the toughest year of my life, and I'm just so ready to get it over with and start something new and blah, 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 blah. And we're always busy minding our own business that by the next year, December, those same people are saying the exact same stuff, where it's like, this has been the hardest year of our life, and I really want to accomplish X, Y, and Z during the new year. But really, what is it about the new year that gets us so excited to start something fresh and new? Why not start that in like February, or why not start that in June, or why not start that anytime when you're feeling like, you know what, I need to start changing things in my life? I am just as guilty when it comes to this kind of stuff. You know, I say that I'm gonna start something fresh every single day. When I say my New Year's resolutions out loud, I'm so afraid that people are gonna catch me for not following through with them, when in reality, they don't even remember. Just like I said, everybody says the same stuff in December. Nobody remembers you saying it last year. They're just like, yeah, okay, live your life, you know, go ahead and do your thing. I always say that I'm gonna eat better. I always say that I'm going to take care of myself more. In my head, I'm already doing that, which I think is the worst part. Actually, you know what the worst part is? Is whenever you say you're going to do something, and then while you're like laying in bed, you keep telling yourself, I should be doing this, I should be doing this, and you know what you should be doing to change your life. Your body just doesn't let you, or it's like a mind over matter thing where people in general are just scared of doing things that are hard. People are just scared of doing things that are out of their comfort zone. Even when it comes to me doing makeup, I'm always catching myself being like, ooh, that would be a good idea, or I'm inspired by that. But when it comes to actual makeup application, I get so overwhelmed where it's like, I just really don't want to put anything on my face right now. And I don't know why I keep thinking that way, because nothing's gonna get done unless I do it. So where is the motivation? Where does all of this come from, you know? Back to the lines on my face. Let's start coloring it in. Speaking about makeup and transformations and everything, I'll be the first one to tell you I was lost. Even just a few weeks ago, I didn't know exactly where I fit in the makeup world. I know I'm a boy in makeup, but I don't feel like I'm following the standards of the Instagram makeup that is on social media right now. I feel like I'm doing stuff that is so different, and when I do glam looks, I don't follow the same rules as everybody else does. My makeup application is completely different from those than a lot of artists on Instagram right now, especially the boys in makeup right now. I do things completely different. It didn't hit me until a couple of days ago, actually. So I thought that I had to sell out a bit and do things that everyone else was doing, which didn't make me happy. The content, sure, it was fine, but it wasn't stuff that I actually enjoyed doing. I felt miserable. I started comparing myself to other people, which is the most dangerous thing you can do. And I realized that when you compare yourself to other people, it's not necessarily you thinking that you're better than them or that they're better than you. It's just you're not comfortable with yourself and the talents that you've been given. That's really the only reason you could be jealous of another person, is because you're not comfortable with who you are and they seem to be comfortable with who they are. Which might not be the case. They might be just as jealous, just as envious of other people, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. While I was selling out and doing all of these makeup looks that didn't make me happy, I came across the Mr. Rogers documentary, actually, and in the documentary he sings this song with this little kid in the wheelchair.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like, the way you are right now, the way down deep inside you, not the things that hide you, not your fancy chair, that's just beside you, but it's you I like. every part of you. Your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you, it's you I like.
With whatever you do, just be you. Do what you do best. Has always been the motto that you hear from people, where it's like, just be you. Just everybody's throwing that around. Just be you. Do what you do. A lot of these people, including myself a few weeks ago, they didn't really have an identity. They keep getting told, just do you, do what you do best, do your type of makeup, and you know, be authentic, and that's how success comes, is just being you, blah blah blah. But we don't even know who we are. We don't know what our aesthetic is. We don't know. I need to stop saying we. I need to start saying me, because yes, maybe this may apply to you, but I'm talking about my specific situation. I didn't know what my aesthetic was. I was selling out and doing makeup that everybody else was doing. It wasn't making me happy, while everyone is giving you the advice of just be you, do what you do. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was good, what was bad. I didn't know what was me. I tried to apply it and I was like, okay, well, who am I? You know, what makes me me? People know me for my Halloween transformations, great. But I can't do makeup transformations every single day. Because social media is my job and my career, I still need to be able to be both an influencer and a makeup artist. So then I just tried looking around for artists that inspired me, that did similar things that I did and still made a living out of it. And it was like I found a Blue's Clue, you know? I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm headed in the right direction. I can do things that they're doing. I can do these beautiful, glamorous looks, but still making something creative, you know? But I had to be authentic to myself. What was my aesthetic? Yes, I could be creative just as those other artists, but they have a very definite aesthetic about them. They know what art, whenever you see their work, you know it comes from them specifically. And I was like, well, what about my stuff? You know, what is something that people look at and they go, oh, Daniel did that. You know, that's something you can tell that Daniel did. So then things got even deeper intellectually, where I was like, well, now I gotta think about what type of makeup I do, what type of art I do, what type of art inspires me, what type of art, when I put it on, I enjoy doing it. So I sat down and thought pretty hard about it, about what my makeup is. I looked at all of the previous work that I've ever done, and they all kind of stem from a very similar thing, which is kind of like this actually, where all the looks that I do are very liberating, they're very free, everything is kind of just placed organically on the face to put wherever it needs to be. And I think the reason that I developed that style is because I was never comfortable with, you know, very precise lines like some of my friends who can do incredible line work. Just things that are so precise and have such precision and clean, crisp lines, and that intimidated me a lot. And that falls into the category of me comparing myself to other artists, thinking that the only way that I could be a good artist is if I had the same standards of makeup application as they did. Like this, if I was to give you guys a tutorial, it's so difficult. It's just like, draw some lines on your face and then put some glitter on. You know, there's not much to it. I can't take you step by step to say, and this line right here needs to come, you know, a fourth of the way down from the forehead, and then this line needs to go immediately over it, like a Bob Ross tutorial, you know? There's no real rules to what I do. I just kind of apply makeup the way that I want to apply makeup. So in that lays the answer to my question. What Mr. Rogers talks about in his documentary, I like you just the way you are. I'm an artist that colors outside the lines, and that phrase, I think, is what I want to follow me throughout 2019, not just in makeup, but in my whole career, trying to do things that are outside the boundaries, that just make me happy to do what I'm doing, not trying to impress anybody, and while doing so, hopefully keeping myself happy and giving you something that you guys enjoy, I have noticed people that follow tutorials, that follow anything on YouTube, all of these people are teaching you techniques to look like someone else, and to follow what's hip and happening. You know, a halo eye was really popular a few years ago. This year, it's the year of the cut crease, where everybody wants to do a freaking cut crease. And people are following the same application rules on their face as they see in the video tutorial, which isn't necessarily going to translate appropriately because everybody has different skin types. A lot of people are baking their face with powder, and that's just because they see some of their favorite YouTubers doing that. But if you look up close at these people, they don't necessarily need to bake their face because they have really dry skin, and so it's not going to be concealing any oil at all because their skin is just looking crusty and cracky and blah 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 blah. So as an influencer, what am I supposed to do with that information? What am I supposed to do to influence these people? That's different than what they're seeing right now. They're applying makeup to look like someone else, to look like their idol, to do things that don't really fit their skin type. The job that I want to do is to do things that benefit them and their skin. You know what? I'm gonna stick these beads on my face and then I'll be right back because I still got a lot more to say, but I feel like it's gonna take a while. So be right back. Okay, I am back. The beads are back on. My lips are on. Basically what I wanted to say in 2019 is I want people to be able to do makeup for themselves, to look like themselves, rather than following techniques to look like someone else or to cover up who they are. Another thing that I want to see in 2019 is a lot more kindness in the world. I feel like when somebody brings another person down or to make them feel less than, that is the most disgusting thing that can happen to a person. I think we're all on different chapters in our life, and you've got to just be kind to people. I am just about done here. I'm gonna be headed out to a New Year's party, but I do want to end things by thanking you first of all. Thank you for a wonderful 2018. There were a lot of bumps in the road. Oh my gosh, I just caught myself doing the exact same thing that I was saying earlier on in this video, talking about all my mistakes, yada yada yada. But I'm gonna continue. A lot of things didn't turn out like I expected them to. I feel like I fell into my groove. I did a little self-discovery, and there's only gonna be more of that within the new year. I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys share the work. I hope that you guys also learn to color outside the lines. I'm gonna take that phrase to heart to keep pushing myself to do bigger and better things. Oh my gosh, this thing is a lot harder to put on than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I think it's on. I need to stop rambling. There are fireworks going on outside. I have a party to get to, you guys. I hope my point was kind of put across. We're gonna get through this together in 2019. We're all gonna grow together, and I'm excited to do so. So checklists, think outside the box, color outside the lines, do makeup for you, never bring anybody down. Let's kick 29's butt. How's that? Alright, you guys. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'm gonna be uploading every single Friday in the new year, so I will see you later. Bye-bye.